Welcome back to another Lee's Corner. Thank y'all for coming back with me today, man. I know it's been a while. I'm so sorry. As you know, it's been a lot going on in the world today, and haven't been able to stay up with you guys as much as I want to. I was even going to start doing some live shows with Big Eric. We're trying to work something out right now with him, but we're going to get it done. So, just so you all know, as you all probably do know, it has happened again. In Waukesha, Wisconsin, Jacob Blake, I'm going to try to get the footage for y'all so it'll be running up here. Jacob Blake was gunned down. What we have right now, not that it matters, but Jacob Blake, black man in Wisconsin, was gunned down in the back while supposedly breaking up a fight between two females. He was going back to his car where he had his 3 children in the car, whereas the cops was following him with guns pointed at his back. As soon as he opened the door to get into the car, they shot him 7 times in the back. Okay, look, I've talked to everybody there is. Not even a police officer can shoot you in the back unless he feels as if you are going to be a danger to wherever you're going or something of that nature, which is not the fact. Now, after kneeling on the neck, Floyd and all this other kind of stuff that's been going on with Breonna, what else we got here? With Kentucky and shooting the girl, old girl Breonna, while she was asleep. I mean, and her killers, who were police officers serving a no-knock warrant, has still not been arrested yet. We have not forgot about Breonna yet. We have not, and we won't. Now, I keep getting all these questions, you know, and I keep getting statements, a couple from Big Eric. So this is what happens when you don't take care of your people. This is what happens when you don't take care of your people. And what I'm going to do from Eric is try to get what should we do. I already know that some of the things that we should do. We should automatically start policing our areas. Whenever a cop is called to the scene and black folks let it be known that it was happening, we should have the whole neighborhood out there. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The whole neighborhood should be out there to make sure and account for the fact that nothing goes wrong. If you see them starting to gang up on a brother for no reason, whether he's innocent or guilty, and you see them trying to choke him out and kill him in his own town without due process, and this man does not have a gun or a knife or anything of this nature, it is your duty to stop these killers that call themselves officers from killing this man or woman. It's our duty. We had a new law now. I cannot remember the name of it, but it's the can't just do that. It's just the can't sit there and do nothing law no more. We can't just sit there and look at them. Of course, unless you black. Now, if you black, you can let a motherfucker get killed in front of you. It don't matter. Whatever happens, happens. But I'll find that law for y'all. Cannot remember the name of it at this time. I'm sorry. I was ill prepared. I'm a little still pissed off about what's going on right now. So, yeah, they killed another. Everybody's going crazy in Wisconsin, and it brings it back to what we should be doing today. And another thing, that's what we should be doing. We should be policing our black areas. That's the first thing we should be doing. Policing them against police and policing them against other foreign problems or problems that's inside our communities. Policing them from ourselves if need be. Policing ourselves. We don't need them coming in here killing everybody. It seems to be their favorite pastime, and they're showing just because Black Lives Matter are doing what you're doing, we don't give a fuck. As long as they ain't passed no laws yet to stop us from doing this, we're gonna keep running it up. We're gonna keep killing you because the judge is gonna keep saying, "Hey, he had no choice. He's a police officer. Their life's on the line every day." Blah 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 blah. I think it's so funny. If you look up police officer, do you know the police officer are not even in the top 10 of most dangerous jobs? Because the first thing I always hear them say, we got the most dangerous job. No, you're not even in the top 10 of most dangerous jobs. How about that? Not even in the top 10 of most dangerous jobs. Remember stupid things that cops say like this to contradict themselves. Remember these things. Well, what you saw when we killed that particular guy is a one-off. I mean, we have hundreds of thousands of interactions with black people and people all day, and nothing ever happens. That's one take, right? This is just the one time it happened, right? But then they say, yeah, we had to kill that guy. You got to realize our life is on the line every day. Every time we stop somebody, we don't know what they have. We don't know what they're going to do to us. We don't know if it's a person with a warrant. We don't know if they have a gun in their car. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Why are you contradicting yourself? You just said when you killed that dude down the road, that's a one-off. We have hundreds of thousands of interactions with people every day, and nothing ever happens. We're securing ourselves. But the minute something does break off, and the public is against you, the first thing you say is, hey, we fear for our life. You don't know what we go through every day. We're basically living scared every day. Then stop your punk ass from being a cop. If you living that fucking scared, you should not be a cop. Cops are supposed to be brave people. Peacekeepers. We all know that that's not true because that's not where they started. That's not where they started off. That's not what they're trying to do. Most police officers, when you find out, are ex-military. Or rednecks that's trying to get some power that they never had in their life. That's what you'll find. And then they just like the Catholic priest. Once they fuck up or do something wrong, we're just gonna pass them along to another department. Pass them along to another department. If you fuck up out here in the real world with a regular job like most people have, how many times you get fired from a job and they just pass you along? Yeah, with a big stamp on this motherfucker say he got fired. Right, letting you know so other people won't do it. It's amazing if you get out of prison and you're a black male, no matter what you've done, ooh, he was in jail. I don't think I want to hire him in my place. But funny, cops can go to other cop places. Ooh, he killed a guy over there and it was a wrongful shoot. Hire him. Wow. But that's how it goes in the land of the free and the home of the brave. They don't give a damn. And they love throwing up this, we kill white folks too. Please show me the footage. Put the footage up, please. I would like to see where you killed a white man. Please show the footage. And like I said before, with all white people, if you feel like they're killing yours as much as they're killing mine, why ain't you marching with us? I tell you why. Because 9 times out of 10, the ones that they're killing, you don't identify with. They're druggies. They're meth heads. They're homeless. They're people you don't give a fuck about. You ain't never seen a man get stopped in a regular old Hyundai or a Toyota. Nice Toyota, but Toyota. White man named Biff, Bart, and Susie. And you ain't never seen Susie get slammed across the car, have you? No. And you ain't gonna see it. Because that's not what they do. We don't fuck with soft targets. We don't fuck with white people. We don't fuck with Jews, and we don't fuck with Asians. That was not my words. That's what some police chiefs had said. That's who we don't fuck with. Now that brings me to my next story. You might have seen lately, maybe you didn't. It was on the news when Black Lives Matter, I believe, was out here or several other places around the United States that are at cops' houses protesting. Now see, if it was up to me, I would have every cop that's ever fucked up anybody. The dude, I know the guy that killed Trayvon was not a cop, but his house too. I'd have his house number. I would have the guy that killed Garner. I'd have his house address. I'd have the guy who was on the neck of Floyd. I'd have all the people. I'd have the dude that shot the black dude in Kentucky who was just in a Walmart with a toy gun. I have all of their addresses. Black Lives Matter. You just got a nice endowment, $250 million, I believe, from a nice Jewish man. So you need to take this money and start doing some recon on these officers who have killed and got away with it. And those are the people that you need to go outside their house and picket. Go to their house. I just seen that recently on the news. Is Black Lives Matter going too far by boycotting outside police officers' home? Of course fucking not. Let me get this straight. A police officer catches you at your most vulnerable time. 2 times. Let's check it out. A no-knock warrant in Kentucky when a motherfucker sleep, and I believe that they were at the wrong place anyway. Right? And then if I shoot back, I'm the asshole. I'm the criminal. They took her boyfriend or husband, I'm not sure, to jail. Cleared him, of course, but to jail because he was shooting back. Somebody was shooting at my family. What the hell you think I'm going to do? You know as good as hell well as I do. If that had been a white woman in that house with a no-knock warrant and they shot and killed that woman, those cops and officers would have been in jail today. But there's no race in America at all. There's no race problem. We don't have a race problem. But what is it? A class problem? A little bit of both, actually, right? So as I said before, you catch us at our most vulnerable. We're driving to work. We're driving to school. Driving to the grocery store. Woo! Now, we know, most people think, oh, no more tap stop. Let me get my stuff right here. We get, don't move. Put your hands on your motherfucking car. Did y'all see the Arizona tape? When they stopped some black people in the car because they thought their little daughter stole a 99-cent baby doll from the 99-cent store. They cursed like nobody's business. Is that not against police protocol, since we're talking about protocol? Is that not against police protocol to treat people with respect? People that's paying your salary for them to treat with respect? They talk to them, you motherfucker, keep your hands on the ground, you motherfuckers. I'm like, whoa, what are you trying to prove? You got a man and a woman in the car who's pregnant and his 2 kids. What are you trying to prove? That alone should stop the, adrenaline. Adrenaline what? The girl maybe stole a baby doll, maybe not, for 99 cents. Now she's an armed robber? Nobody said about no gun. But this is the mindset of these punk ass cops. This is the mindset. Gotta get my gun off. Gotta get my gun off. Oh, today it's gonna be a hot hand. I gotta get my gun off. Let one of them motherfuckers get me riled up. So like I said, you catch us in our most vulnerable states. When we're on the highway or we're going into a store, we don't have any of our friends around us. We're trying to follow the law because we know what you can do and we know what we can't. Anything I do to you, even if you're doing something wrong to me, is the wrong thing to do, because I can wind up dead. Or I can choke you out and be perfectly in the right, tell my story later, and your friend's gonna fuck me up. Or they're gonna try to. I might not even make it to the county jail. So I'm supposed to take whatever ass raping you gonna give me or whatever in front of my wife and my kids just to stop from being shot. You gonna fuck up my whole day at the very least, and I go downtown because you are pissed off. You don't care. You ain't gotta do that rest of the day anyway. You ain't doing shit. You ain't really stopping no real crime. So you wanna fuck with me. But like I said, they catch us at our most vulnerable. But then they gonna cry wolf and shit when we catch them at their most vulnerable. When we go around, how you feel now? Your family scared. Yeah, that's right. You got some niggas outside that wanna say hello. You got some black and brown Mexicans right there. Yeah, you got some wetbacks out there. Yeah, we know what the names you call us. We know all the code language. We got all the racist language you want to call it. Yeah, you got some black and brown people out here that want to have a talk with you. Yeah, we want to holler at you. We want to let you know how we feel about things. We want to make you know how it feels to be cornered. We know how it makes you feel for your family to be scared, to be ostracized. See how we yelling and chanting outside? Don't feel too good to have 250,000 black folks out here and just you and your family, right, with a little shotgun, right? Or is it gone too far? See? Is it gone too far? Whew. I say it ain't gone far enough. And we need to keep pushing. Another thing I found out, WNBA is having this issue with one of the owners who had said something to the effect that she didn't like the fact that, we should just play basketball. We shouldn't be worried about, Black Lives Matter and all this other kind of foolishness. We should just play basketball. I'm like, it's amazing to me that whenever it's something black, people in trouble, it's okay. We can't do that. That's politics. It ain't politics. Those are human beings. Those are lives. Those ain't politics. That's real people dying out there. But the minute you want to do something for the fucking Cancer Association, everybody want to wear pink shoes and pink shirts. Fucking damn all that bullshit. This is just as much as a tragedy as cancer is. But we can wear pink shoes for football and basketball and baseball to support cancer awareness or whatever nut disease somebody has today or whatever. Ain't nothing wrong with cancer. I ain't got no problem with that. But we have a disease in this country too. Talk about hating black folks. It's called racism. It's been around for 400 years. Let's not act like we don't know. Please, let's not act like we don't know. And that's another thing. I was talking to a friend on Facebook today. It's the funniest thing. White chick. Very cool. She was like, it's funny how when I was putting my post up about Black Lives Matter, it keeps making people angry. I'm like, of course, darling, it makes people angry. Of course it makes people angry. Of course it does. Because to the people that's making angry, our lives don't matter. We're making too much of it. We're making too much of it. Oh, so what? You were killed and your penis is put in your mouth. You had envy of black men genitalia. You were hung and killed and raped, and the men and the women. And that you were redlined and told where you could live, and police brutality since the very beginning of time, and still police brutality and murders now. Still redlining, telling black people where they can live and loans that you can have and cannot have. Trying to make sure that we supposed to be on our side of the street or our side of town. We supposed to be there. We might as well kind of still be living in sundown towns. You go to certain places, cops always want to fuck with you. You can go here to Beverly Hills, be driving whatever car. Woo! Hey, son, what you doing over here? What the fuck am I minding my business? What are you doing? Still goes on to this day. So it's so funny to me when I hear people say, you know, Black Lives Matter. It's so hard for people to. It hurts their feelings so much when they hear Black Lives Matter. But like I said, nobody ever used to get mad when you talking about sundown towns. Nobody got mad about those type of things. Anything that restricts black people from doing anything, I've never heard white folks get angry about. Never. But the moment you start talking about, well, we're tired of taking this type of abuse, we need to stand up, here they go. Oh, here they go again. What don't you have that I don't, nigger? Hot damn it. Well, first of all, you call me nigger, so you might want to watch your mouth before you lose it. Number one. Number two, the fact that you think that we got everything that you got is the biggest problem and the biggest fallacy. Every time we get an inch, you get mad because we shouldn't have that inch, right? I keep trying to tell people in these United States, this country was not built for black people. I know a lot of black people think it was, but it wasn't. It was meant to be a white country. That's why they tried to exterminate the Native Americans and wash everybody out. But then they brought over their own dream team of people to build everything for them. And we really didn't have no reason for them to get free, but they did. And there you go. What are we going to do with these niggas today anyway? Constitution was not written for you. But I will tell you one thing. It's the one thing I love about the 1619 Project and the woman that created it. And that is, we are the biggest pushers of that document. We are. We're the biggest believers actually right now of the Constitution. Because we're more patriotic than white folk are. Because see, white folks don't even believe in that Constitution because they don't want it for everybody. They don't want it for everybody. They just want it for them. We're making that Constitution true for everybody. Blacks, Latinos, Asians, everything. Like I said before though, everybody has been off our black back since the 60s. Everybody rides in off of. Everybody want to be in on top of black people. Why don't you get your own movement? And every time black folks are not specific enough, like we say, no, we want black laws for black folks. Because you show us enough to make black laws for black folks. When you said no drinking the water fountain, no whites and blacks only, those were black laws. Those were color laws. But it's funny how you can't make a law. And look, Kamala Harris, I'm not dogging Kamala Harris or Biden. Hey, I'm going to do what I got to do on voting day. I'm just saying you can't say things even like Barack Obama, You can't say things like, I'm not going to be the black president. I'm going to be the American president. Have you ever heard a white person say, I'm not going to be the white president. I'm going to be the American president? If they don't say it, you don't say it. Why do you feel like you got to prove something to them? Why can't we have black laws that protect black people? We sure enough hell know that you have black laws that discriminate against black people, and you still do. The cocaine to crack ratio law that Obama changed just recently. That's a race law. So when we go and say, well, we need some laws specific in nature for black folks so everybody can't come in and get, well, we got a law for minorities. Right. Who's the biggest minority in the country? White women. Right. Biggest in the country. That's how we got fucked out of a lot of that, a lot of stuff that we were supposed to get before. White women came in and took it. Affirmative action. We just knew we was in there then. You got to hire some of us. Nope. White man said, nah, I got a way to fuck around with that. What I'm going to do is, we'll hire up some white women and 1 or 2 blacks. They get you every time. All law is specific, and they know that. We the only one that don't. We need black laws in there, and we ain't got to say the black law, but we can make it to where it's like black folks, African Americans get this, African Americans get that, African Americans get this. Nobody else. Everybody else go for your own, because we are always the ones that's being skipped over, and that shit needs to stop. Now, what else we got here? I heard another thing. Is Black Lives Matter patriotic? Well, that's kind of a hard one. Is Black Lives Matter? I can't speak for Black Lives Matter, but am I patriotic? Patriotic in what way? I mean, we built your country under duress. We're the working driving engine still today. Your GDP still made off most black people. What we think is cool, we makes this. What we think is nice, that goes that way. Yeah. Everything you do is based on what we think, do, or say is cool anyway. That's how this country spends and makes money. If you took every black person out of this country today, it will fall in weeks. It's like killing all the bees. You killed all the bees, this country would be gone in months. The world will be gone. That's how it is with black folks. I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. That's how it goes. This is a fact. You try to erase the original man and see what happened. Oh, my Lanta. What else we got here? So I know y'all been watching the GOP. Maybe I haven't. But Tom Cotton called slavery was a necessary evil. Then he said he misspoke and was misspoken. He has a problem with the 1619 Project. I don't know if you guys know about that, but 1619 Project shows the entire truth of the American history, which shows the slavery aspect, which shows what really went on with all these other particular aspects that people leave out of the history books. Because you got to realize the victors write the history books. So they try to make themselves look their best light. Not the worst, but their best light. And the 1619 Project fills in the gaps, fills in the holes. Now, this senator don't like this and doesn't think it should be changed. He says it's a revisioning of America. I'm like, no, it's not a reimagining. It's not a revisioning. It's called facts. As in, can you imagine the Bible was chopped in half? Right. This gives you the whole version because black history is American history. There's no reason to divide the two. So when we give you the facts that we can back up on this and give you a book itself, if you start filling in the holes and the gaps of the U.S. history books with everything that we know now with black history and put it all together, you will be so surprised. Think about all the inventions and stuff that have been by black people. You wouldn't have your cell phone if it wasn't for the computer chip made by a black man. You wouldn't have your clock if it wasn't for Benjamin Banneker. You wouldn't have the first plasma transplant, heart transplant, blue baby syndrome. I can go on and on and on. The guy that made the famous whiskey that everybody would like, Tennessee whiskey or whatever it's called, black man. But we couldn't go to no patent office back then. You bargained your freedom for those things. That's what you did. That's what we did. So many people didn't get the credit they deserve because we had to sell it to a white man to get our freedom or to get something better. So it's so sad how this had to happen, but it's a fact. So I want to tell everybody today, if you want to start doing something and you just feel hopeless when you continue to see this happening, please start policing your own neighborhoods. Get your friends together, get your family together, and be ready for whatever happens. Some of y'all gonna have cameras. Some of y'all gonna have to be there to pull these cops off of them because it ain't gonna stop till we stop them. Now they can call all this bullshit they want to about you interfering, but I guarantee you this. They're not coming in there with 15 cops right away. So you got time to save a life to make sure this man gets downtown. And ain't nobody got to dime y'all asses out. Take it, jack their ass out. If you see a foot on the neck, or you see somebody getting choked out, or you see somebody about to get blasted, you and a couple guys be there. Go ahead, say nope, stop today, sir. Let me go. Okay, we're gonna let you go, sir, but we ain't gonna let you shoot this man. We have to start taking up for our women. We have to start taking up for our bros. That's period. If you see cops, what they say, see something, say something. I'm saying see something, do something. And use that same line when you go to court. Hey, you told me if I saw something to say something. I saw something and done something. Your cop was not acting on code. And y'all talk about policies and stuff like that. When did the public get to get in on y'all policies? When do we get to get in and have a vote on y'all policies? Because there's a lot of things that we would like to do to change policies. Because y'all policies ain't working for us. What else we got here? Oh, yeah. Okay, so there's a white kid named Cannon who was shot in my home state of North Carolina. And a lot of white people have been trying to make him pretty much a punchline to jump at Black Lives Matter. And I would just like to say, please stop doing it. That's not right. That's not right. Don't do that. Don't fuck up that kid's death like that and turn it into a punchline and get back at Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter didn't say so you're the only ones that matter. Yeah, motherfucker, we the only ones that matter. That's what we've always said. White folks have a way of trying to turn you not being a victim into them being the victim. But you got to be very careful with these type of arguments when white people say, when you say Black Lives Matter, that means our lives don't matter. Right. What they're trying to do is switch places with you. If they had it their way in 15, 20 years, they're the slaves and we're the overseers. You let them fuck with you long enough. They would have been the slaves and we would be the overseers. They want to trade places with you because they know they're on the wrong side of history. So they keep trying to tilt it. And yes, I found out that there was a black dude that killed this kid. And as sad as that is, his murderer is in jail right now. The murder of Breonna is not. The murder of many black dudes from cops are not in jail at all. See, when white folks die, there's always justice. Immediate, specific. He didn't get to hang out for 6 months until we decided what they wanted to do. Why didn't the black dude get to hang out for 6 months and chill? Why did he get to decide when he turned himself in? Nope, can't have that. White justice is swift, quick. We don't play around here. Now that baby shouldn't have died no more than any other baby should have died. And the sad part is, white folks sit up here and try to play these stupid ass games like black folks don't feel nothing. See, that shit goes back long time ago. We feel more than y'all do. We feel for y'all people more than y'all do. And we shouldn't. We shouldn't. Logically, there's no way we should feel more for your people than you do. Sad. It must come from knowing how fucked up your people truly are for the shit y'all have put us through. Because it got to be a really sick, demented motherfucks like y'all to do the shit y'all did and then expect people to feel sorry for y'all. But you do it every day. Can you imagine, all white people out there, can you imagine being enslaved in this country? Jim Crow, having your man's penis cut off, put in your mouth, hung, still today when you do in politics, still treated like second, third class citizens, still getting mutilated and killed by black folks. Can you imagine feeling sorry for any black folks that's kids that would die? If that was y'all MO, if y'all was the ex-slaves, ex-Jim Crow people, how sorry would you feel for our children if they died? About the same amount you feel right now, right? Which is nothing. And like I said before, I ain't gotta explain this. I'm not talking about all y'all. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about here. Ain't no reason to explain all that. Just like, for instance, like I keep hearing this thing, they keep talking about Black Lives Matter. Well, you need, I don't mind the marching, but the looting. I was like, okay, that's fine. The looting. Why we gotta take the rap for the looting? But these school shootings and these mass shootings out here with kids, the NRA don't have to ask for. Why the NRA don't have to answer for that? Oh, shit. Why the NRA don't have to answer for that? But you expect Black Lives Matter, we got to answer for everything. Somebody start talking back, somebody say burn them up like bacon. We got to answer for every black person in the whole thing. And they could be on the fringe. They ain't even got to be with us. But we got to answer for it. Black folks, don't give white people that don't even talk back to them on those talking points. Because that's just something to get you riled. All right, check this out, guys. We'll be back in a minute and a half.
You know, I can't remember who met who first, or who fell in love with each other first. All I can remember is the six of us always together, until we weren't. I also remember my friends broke my neck, my back, and my jaw. And there will be a reckoning. Hello?
Welcome home, Chris. It's time for some fun.
What the fuck you want from me, man?
Last night, 2 people were brutally murdered.
He must have pissed somebody really off.
He was stabbed 7 times. That's not pissed off, that's enraged.
For years I've been wanting to tell you how sorry I am for what we did to you.
Do you think he's gonna really want to see you? Look, he's paralyzed because of you. He walks with a limp because of you.
Help me out. How does he have an alibi for everything?
I don't know. I mean, how can you catch a guy who has a private plane? How can you catch a guy, who disappears like smoke?
You're the only one with motive enough to kill these 5 victims.
I mean, it's not about what you know, it's what you can do.
Lamar! We got him.
It's over, Maria.
Steven is a red herring. But you know that already, right?
Maybe. But it's not what you know, it's what you can prove.
we're back, people. We're back. Don't worry, I only got a few more things, and then we're gonna let you get out of here. All right. So I was watching Bill Maher the other day, and that was kind of interesting. Bill Maher was talking about taking down statues and all this kind of stuff. He said they took down one statue of a guy who was gifted a slave back in the day, but he gave it back. He said, how far is this gonna go? Well, Bill Maher, how far should it go? I mean, that's a question we can ask you. Why did the slave trade have to go so far? Why did Jim Crow have to go so far? Why does killing black people still seem like it's the okay thing to do? Why do we have people that think that police brutality is okay towards certain people? So how far does it have to go? As far as it gotta fucking go, Bill. I don't care if they tear down this whole motherfucking thing, man. It all needs to go. I don't care. Put it in the museum. Nobody cared how far it had to go when you was raping and killing babies and raping black folks and cutting the babies out of the moms and stepping on the babies and raping the men and what you call book breaking and all this other kind of stuff. You didn't care about how far you had to go for none of that. Making people stand out in the sun up to sundown, making your cotton. You don't care what you had to do, back-breaking work, telling us where to live, how to live, murder, corruption, rape. You didn't care how far you had to go. So why all of a sudden do you care how far this goes? You can tell when somebody out of touch because they actually try to say stupid shit like that. How far should we go? Oh, I can tell you how far we go. We go until it's done. Till it's all burned to the ground. That's a fact. All this stuff need to go. All this representation of hate and everything that you created needs to go. If you want to put it in a museum, by God, do it. I tell you a better thing to do. You want to keep your shit? Fine. Put the true facts behind them motherfuckers on there. I guarantee you they won't like that. Oh, they'll vandalize it every day. And then put a black statue up right there beside it. Oh, they're going to vandalize that every other day. Right. Because the truth is they want the hate to stand. They want the hate to stand. All right, what else we got? Just so y'all know, there's a lot of brothers that's working on some good shit. T.I. my man T.I. is demanding reparations from the Lloyds of London for slavery. They can trace them all the way back to the slave trade. They even admitted what they did, how sorry they was, stuff like this. So he has a 10-point plan. You guys go look it up about how they can pay us back. He's talking about giving 10% of their company to every African American, letting them invest. They should get like $100 million loans at zero interest. He got some good ideas, and this is what we need to do. Ice Cube got the contract. Y'all go look it up, check it out. I don't have a lot of time in the show to go over it. But these are all these brothers. Killer Mike is working on projects too. These are all brothers that's trying to be down and work for us to get and build ourselves without having to worry about the government giving us everything. Because you wait on the government, it's going to be for fucking ever. They got money for Jews that shit that even happened in this country. They got money for other countries they done bombed and fucked up, but they don't have money for us. They can't calculate the money they owe us. For some odd reason, all the niggas you fucked up in this country, you can't find the money to pay us. Ain't that some shit? Oh, we don't know how to calculate no more. Okay, whatever. What else we got here? All right, that's my show, guys. I had something I was gonna say and I totally forgot. Anyway, thank you for sticking around with me, guys. Don't forget to check us out on the next Lee's Corner, where we talk about the things you want to talk about.